Hi everyone, Empress Justice here. If you'd like to check out daily readings, you can check them out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. As for my other readings, you can check the June 2022 reading out on Empress Justice Tarot YouTube. That's in two parts. Also, check out the Full Moon and Jester reading. Now, I keep saying that Full Moon and Jester is coming on the 16th. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think it's because of the last full moon, which was on the 16th of May. But actually, the full moon in Jeshta reaches its peak tomorrow on the 14th. So if you'd like to check out the full moon reading, you can check that out on Empress Justice Tarot YouTube. This time it is the full moon in Jeshta, which is in Scorpio. So you can go ahead and check that out on Empress Justice Tarot YouTube. Update on me. Okay, so this morning, I don't know how early it was, but it must have been pretty early. I heard some noises along the lines of so I'm thinking it was one of the kids upstairs, even though I don't know. It could have been anyone, because the thing is that there's somebody underneath. There's a garage underneath me, and the person who rents that garage, he works from 4 a.m. onwards. Like, if you can fucking imagine, like, you've got a job at 4 o'clock in the morning and then you've got to come back and manage a restaurant full time. Bro, listen. I don't like that person, but I'd be stressed out too if I were them. So it could have been them, but I doubt it. They're the person I'm talking about who works early in the morning, they're the type of person, they're an idiot and they talk smack about people when they don't fully know the situation, but they're not malicious. They've got too much on, so it's like, I really don't think it's them. I truly think it's upstairs again, because they were trying all manner of shit, saying all manner of shit to try and wind me up. That just goes to show that I wasn't lying in what I was saying when I said that gang stalking is in operation, because the kids might be scared and saying nothing, but the adults are still carrying on with it. Like, and they wouldn't be still carrying on with it if there wasn't something behind it. Why would you be in fear for your life and still keep talking? Doesn't make any sense. So there was that early morning coughing today, and then I don't know why Perps do this. So I've been coughing up stuff from my cold, right? Which is like a normal, natural thing to do. So I've been coughing up stuff from my cold. And yesterday, this morning, there was all of that going on as well, even though it just didn't sound genuine. It just sounded like it was imitation, because that's what Perps do. Everything that you do, they try to imitate it, and they try to exaggerate it to make it as obnoxious as possible. That's another angle of the psychological harassment that TIs go through, unfortunately. So, and it's also an NLP technique. So that's, unfortunately, it's just a day in a life, innit? And I think all of that was designed to wake me up and make me go on a live or something. But because I've dealt with belligerent and desperate Perps before, I just stayed in my bed, man. I just stayed in my bed, just relaxed as much as I could. Because at the end of the day, I have the time to do that. They don't. So I just rest my head, and and by the time they stopped doing all that extra stuff, it was like 7:25 in the morning. So when they started up, it must have been really, really early this morning. And yesterday evening, it's just desperate at this point. Like, why do you okay, so let's review exactly what these people have heard. These people have heard that sometimes I feel murderous when it comes to gang stalking, because of all the people that have been killed already, and I might be next at any moment because of everything that's going on. So they've heard that. I've shouted, I've yelled, I've gotten violent. Well, almost got violent. That all of that has actually happened. Like, it's not like it hasn't happened, it's happened. And the thing is, I've asked to be sectioned, and I've asked to be moved. So it's like, I have to understand. I just have to know what's actually going on and what they actually want. Because it clearly isn't for me to move out. It could have happened months ago. Before this family even got here, the landlords could have had me out. I didn't want to be here anymore because they were like just rude and disrespectful towards me. Don't get me wrong, I had attitude too. But they have been completely negligent with me and completely negligent with me. Didn't handle things properly. Just slapdash with everything. Okay? The only thing that I haven't been slapdash with is the repairs, and that's it. So I didn't even want to stay here. That was before the family even got here. I didn't even want to stay here. They could have had me out months ago. When it comes to the sectioning, that could have happened months ago as well. I tried to section myself. That could have happened months ago. I said, listen, I'm getting ready to smack somebody in here. You better take me in. So that happened months ago. Months ago. Like, they could have had everything that they wanted months ago. That really goes to show me that it's not the sectioning that they want. It's not me being harmed that they want. It's not me being arrested or being institutionalized that they want. It's just that as a targeted individual, all these things that we think they want, our deaths, our institutionalization, our sectioning, everything like that, us being homeless, everything like that, they don't want that. Because if that was truly their end goal, they would have stopped. That is not their end goal. It never has been their end goal. Their end goal is to try as much as they can to break our spirit and to break our authenticity and to make us render us broken all the days of our lives, right until the day we leave this earth. Their whole purpose is to try and take autonomy and sovereignty away from us. I had a dream, right, that the relocation agent came over here and she wanted me to move out, and I was like, great, get the papers together, I'll sign it, we'll get everything done. And I had a dream that she was salty about it. That's in the dream though. It's nothing to do with real life. And this relocation agent looked very, very different to this one in real life. Very fucking different. They had glasses and they were much shorter and much stouter. So it definitely wasn't them. But, you know, I had a dream that I was supposed to move out, and I wanted to move out, and, you know, they were salty because I wasn't supposed to want what they wanted. I wasn't supposed to want that. I wasn't supposed to decide for myself that I wanted something. They were supposed to decide that for me and put themselves in charge of what I do, where I go, who I speak to, and what my relationships are like. That's what they want over you, TIs, full control. They could give a fuck about anything else. That's why they keep us sick. That's why they keep us, you know, going through financial abuse. It's because the sicker we are or the more broke we are, the more they think they can have control over us. They never anticipate that being used to such hardship, it inevitably gives us an edge over everybody else who is just catching up to this situation. They never ever think of that. They never think of that. They never think that when everything goes down and the whole world is covered in this shit, because remember, there's 100 million out there who are supposedly TIs. 100 million. That number's going to grow. And when it does, we're going to be the ones who are thriving in the midst of it all, getting done what we need to get done because we're used to the hardship. This is something that the rest of the public are not going to be used to. So before that happens and before we end up making the most out of the situation, they want to break us first. That's what this is about. It's not about them getting what they want. It's about us never getting what we want. It's about us never getting what we're supposed to get. It's about us always being at the mercy of someone else's control. Because my guy, you know, you've gotten me to be violent. You've gotten me to be belligerent. You've got me yelling. You've got me ranting. You've got me doing everything. You've got everything that you wanted. What more could you possibly want? other than wanting someone to die, which you know I'm not gonna do. You know I'm not gonna fucking turn around and kill anybody. I might feel murderous, but I'm not about to do that. If I really wanted to do that to people, I would have done it already. So what is it that you really want? Like, what is it that you really want? What are you getting out of this? Other than some illusion of control, what are you getting out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Some of you doing this gang stalking shit, you're not even getting paid. Really going to try and disrupt me in the morning when I'm the one who has more time on her hands than anybody else around here? And when I do spend my time doing stuff, I spend my time doing stuff I actually like to do. And ironically, it's because everybody has been using slander on me, making out like my mental health is worse than it is, and none of this shit is real. It's because of that I've had time on my hands. If I was going to lose my PIP tomorrow or lose any of my money tomorrow, everybody would have to admit that Havana syndrome is real and that I've been subjected to it. And then comes the investigations, and then comes the compensation, and that will go for God knows how much. Because you know £4,000 ain't going to cover it. You know £6,000 ain't going to cover it. £16,000 wouldn't even cover it. So in order for everybody to save their tax money, they got to keep up this lie. That leaves me with a lot of time on my hands to do what I love to do, even if I'm not in control most of the time. Imagine tomorrow. I had all control taken away from me, all my finances, everything. I'd still be in greater control than most of the people who put me in that position, because they're the ones with the responsibility of having to manage what? How much a month? What the fuck are they going to do with that? Share? Unless there's a secret life plan or life insurance out on my name, you're not getting a damn thing from fucking taking away my autonomy in any way possible. You're not getting jack shit out of it financially, unless you've got a plan in my name. And even then, there have been penalties for taking out insurance on me early, or taking out some money on me early. There's been penalties for that. So again, what are you getting out of this? What is anybody getting out of this? Nothing. You could kill me tomorrow. You still wouldn't get jack shit out of it. It'd hurt you more than it helped you. Nothing. Nothing. Big fat nothing is what you get out of it. You hurt one person, to what end? You get fuck all out of this situation, and you know it. Nothing is what you get. So anyway, I've been doing readings all morning, having a good old time. I need to clean this place up because I've got repairs tomorrow. Truth be told, having a repairman tomorrow is just an excuse for me to clean my house, because you know when you're depressed and you know when you don't feel like doing anything, you wait for an excuse stuff needs doing, but it's like your body feels too tired to do it. So you just create an excuse in your head to be able to just do what you're supposed to do. This is my excuse. I've got someone coming tomorrow to look at my washer dryer, so I need to clean up my place. It's been long overdue anyway. Yeah, so anyway, what else do I have to say? I know that I'm done when it comes to talking about the situation where perps are being belligerent and desperate, because I'm used to it. It's happened before. I don't think I have much to say beyond that. Cold's clearing up nicely. You can tell because, my nose isn't as cracked as it normally is. Yeah. My lips aren't even as cracked as they normally are. Look at that. They don't look like split sausages. Fancy that. So anyway, yeah. I gotta go. You guys take care. My fellow TIs, stay strong. You are blessed always. I love you so much. Take care. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.